Okay, now this is my video. It's going to be a bit different, but there's a few things I want to go over first. I've been asked quite a few times now, quite recently, when my next stop motion is coming out. Well, I promise you Bionicle Series 2 of Bionicle Wars is coming out soon. I've yet to film it, but I haven't really had the time or proper chance to actually get devoted to filming it. But I've got the summer holidays are coming up in the UK soon, so it's most likely going to be coming out then, so stay tuned for that. It is on its way, don't worry. But now for something a little bit different, to show that I haven't forgotten about you. In front of you, yes, that is a book, and you're probably thinking, what? A book on Keep Bionicle Alive? Well, it's relevant. As you can see, it's a Bionicle book. There's Makuta Pterodax looking evilly down at me as we speak. And I'm reviewing this book because I don't think there's any reviews of it anywhere on YouTube. And before you switch off in boredom, thinking, oh, I don't want to watch a book review, this is like the must-have for any Bionicle fan. But aside from that, hands down, this is actually a really good book, so let's go over it. The core of the book is made up of Makuta's diary, which gives you an insight into how evil was plotting against the forces of good, and it goes through beginning to end of the Bionicle storyline. I think it only finishes at about 2008, but the storyline went a bit crappy after that, didn't it? So who cares? Well, we've got snippets from various fan fiction and stuff. You've got Federation of Fear, where Brutaka and a few others from the Brotherhood of Makuta went to find Makuta Miserix, and you haven't got the really long articles on characters like you do in the Bionicle Encyclopedia, which some of you might have, but instead you get like juicy nuggets of information. If you've already got this book, then comment below which you thought was your favourite bit. My favourite bit personally is how Icarax was sent to retrieve the stuff of Artaka from Pterodax, and that led him up to fight Pterodax himself and also Brutaka, which I thought was just awesome. It's 2007, it goes through all the different masks and the great masks, and this book will tell you things that you wouldn't normally know otherwise. Another good feature of the book are the illustrations. You'll get illustrations of the locations, such as Marinui here, and it'll label where different features of the location. So you've got the cord at the top of Marinui, which is like a rock formation, and it'll tell you more about that, which you wouldn't get as such in the Bionicle Encyclopedia, so that's what set it apart. Think of this as more like a Bible, a chronicle that goes from the Tawamata right up to the Mystica, and you've got all the Makuta powers, and it'll explain what they do, all 40 of the Makuta powers actually, and also a Dark Mirror as well, where Takanuva goes into a parallel universe. And something that is mentioned on the blurb of the book, got the first published illustration of the Bionicle universe. For all those that know that Bionicle's End, it was actually a giant robot. You can see that it is in the shape of this bipedal thing with all the islands, and it labels them all the names. So you've got Destro, which is the citadel of the Brotherhood of Makuta, everything like that, so that's really good. The illustrations are a strong point of this book. Again. So to summarise, this book is a very good addition to any Bionicle fans collection. Makuta's diary offers a good insight into the perspective of Makuta, which is fun to read. The illustrations are detailed, and the articles aren't too long, so it won't be it's not very boring at all. The articles are concise, it's got unique information which you don't find anywhere else. It's got sections from the podcasts such as Federation of Fear, stuff like that, which you don't have to go online for, you can just read it. And Greg Farshtey does an awesome job of narrating the story. And it's got very good pockets of information about each character which you wouldn't normally know, such as the struggle between Icarax and Pterodax and how he challenged his leader. And the map of the Bionicle universe is very, very cool. It's got like a glow around each of the islands, which gives it sort of a mysterious, ancient feel. It doesn't really give a lot of detail on the islands itself. I mean, you don't see buildings or anything, it just labels them. But it gives you a good perspective and idea of where things were in Bionicle universe. I got this for less than £20 and it's worth every last penny. It is really good. So I recommend it to go along with the Bionicle Encyclopedia.